This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning into another edition of the Sam I Analyze show. The Knicks choke away Game 1, and I owe the Indiana Pacers an apology. Let's analyze. I'm still shocked, y'all. It's fresh. The Knicks lost. But we are in the Eastern Conference Finals, aren't we? Yeah, I think so. And if you've been watching me for a little bit, I am not a fan of dumb basketball. Dumb basketball. Beating yourself, not boxing out, not hitting free throws, and, oh yeah, letting somebody like Derek White, wasn't that like last week that I was telling you guys that the Knicks are dumb sometimes and I don't like dumb basketball? Now look, listen. Naismith, whatever his name is, he got hot. He got hot. But see, my problem is when you are up 14 with less than 3 minutes to go. By the way, this is why Tom Thibodeau will play his starters when they're up 20 points, because he's been associated with crazy losses like this. The Luka loss when they were supposed to box out and, at the buzzer, letting him hit the basket to beat them. And you had Aaron Naismith was going off. What did he have? 5 3-pointers? In that fourth quarter, and then you had Haliburton mixed in, and he had a 3-pointer. So what is that? 18 points, 23 points in that span, or whatever it is. You're up 14 points. How about you pump the brakes and you slow the pace down and run some clock? How about that? How about controlling the pace and running some clock? Now, look, listen, I get it. Jalen Brunson had 5 fouls. He wasn't, I don't even know if he was in the game at that point. I believe so. I believe that was the guy he was guarding. I don't know. Is it the captain's fault? I don't know. At this point, it's too fresh, too raw. I'm annoyed because these are the Eastern Conference Finals. This brought me back to childhood for me, watching Reggie Miller score 8 points in 8 seconds, it was. Or Reggie Miller on a Thursday night when I had school on a Friday and watching Reggie Miller, I think he scored 27 points, or I think it was 16, 7, 8. At this point, I mean, this took me back when Reggie Miller was lighting the Knicks up in the fourth quarter. He had something like over 20 points in that fourth quarter, and that's where you get the choke signal. Haliburton caught the Knicks with the choke signal, and yeah, unfortunately, his toe was on the line, and it took it into overtime. But you can't tell me that if you're a Knicks fan, you were confident going into that overtime. That fourth quarter, or the final 2.5 minutes, took away the air out of the Garden. Jalen Brunson, 43 points. Karl-Anthony Towns, 35 points. They did what they needed to. They almost did what they needed to do. Now, I said I owe the Pacers an apology. Look, listen. I said the Knicks could possibly win this in 4 if they play their cards right. And I was spot on until the final 3 minutes, because when Jalen Brunson sat down with the 5th foul, I'm like, this is exactly why I thought the Knicks could possibly get this in sooner, because what did I say? Watch my last video, but I'll tell you. I thought they had no answer for Karl-Anthony Towns. I thought they had no answer for Jalen Brunson. 43 for Brunson, 35 for Cat. And I said last year, you did not have a healthy Mitchell Robinson, and you had the wings. the Knicks wings in OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, who I felt that they could get their shots off on those guys. And, I mean, 16 points for both of those guys. But this is where the Knicks had a problem. Bench scoring-wise, I mean, they played 8 guys. Mitch had 2 points, and he only had, what did he have? He had 8 rebounds. But then you had Campaign with 6 points, and Deuce had 9. In comparison, you had the Pacers, who played a 10-man rotation. A 10-man rotation, and they had and that to me was a difference. It was I don't think it was a difference per se. I mean, they play a deeper team. Despite it all, the Knicks, you cannot beat yourself. And I feel like I've said this so many times this season. And I just feel that in this instance, look, and a lot of people I've seen already, a lot of people are coming after Tibbs in some of my chats. These are games that will get you fired. You've got to slow the pace down. And and I've said this before, and if you haven't heard me say this before, I'll say it again. Larry Brown years ago, he only had, a cup of water with the Knicks one season. But he had a saying that always stuck with me. Know your personnel, meaning know who you're guarding, know who's in front of you on the defensive side. Understand that this guy, not 1-3. Okay, maybe the first 3. Okay. Second 3. All right. Third 3 in the fourth quarter. He's hot. What are you going to do now? He's hot. Fourth 3. Okay, what's going on? 5 threes. What's going on there? And this is all with under 3 minutes to go. Slow the pace down. What are you doing? And I get it. OG missed a free throw in the final moments that he could have, put the Knicks up. Cat missed the free throw. How did the Knicks do on the free throws? I'm just annoyed by the whole thing. From the free throw line, the Knicks were 70%. Yeah, 70%. 28 of 40. So that's a problem. You can't beat yourself from that respect. But, I mean, and they were what? Indy was 21 of 28, 75%. See, you can't beat yourself. So now, I said the Knicks could win this thing possibly. And listen, I didn't guarantee that that's what it was, but I'm just saying because of how things went last year where they were hurt, and I get it, it's a totally different year. So much for Haliburton being overrated, right? And he said it a few times, overrate that. Never said he was, but I'm just saying for, the players out there who called him overrated or whatever it is. Look, if you're a Knicks fan, I think the positive is that you've got it, Jalen Brunson, the way he dominated them last year and continues to dominate the Pacers, they have no answer for him. And he's got Karl-Anthony Towns, who in the fourth quarter at one point looked like maybe he was, he landed wrong, but he looked okay, towards the end. The Knicks have to not beat themselves and understand that this Pacers team, they play 48 minutes. And they clearly said 2.5 minutes to go. We are not out of it. And I get it. Josh Hart slipped on that fifth 3-pointer. And look, listen, is Naismith, is he going to be hot again? Because I watched how the Knicks play defense against the Celtics at times and leaving guys wide open and being foolish by not understanding, wait, he hit a 3-pointer. Wait, that's the same guy that hit a second 3-pointer. Hold on. Wait, that's the same guy that hit a fourth. Wait a minute. Like, we've seen the Knicks do this, but I still think the Knicks have the superior talent. And look, listen, game 2 is a must win. Game 2 is a must win. Indiana did what they were supposed to do. They might have taken the Knicks' heart, for a few hours here, because the Knicks have Cat and Brunson. I do feel that the Knicks can take game 2 and can still win this series. Rick Carlisle did mention, that this is one game in 13 days, right? I guess that's the split up of, how many games, to play 7 games. I mean, I said the Knicks at best, this goes 6. And again, not disrespecting the Pacers, just seeing that the Knicks, to me, have the superior talent. But if they're going to play like this, then I don't know. But listen, the Knicks have to get back to the drawing board. You can't beat yourself. You've got to box out. You've got to hit your free throws. Hit your free throws. 70% is not cutting it, y'all. They had the game. And they let the Pacers win this game. They took the life out of the building. So now they're in a situation, they're in a predicament where the Knicks have to get game 2. It goes down on Friday. But how do you feel about this, NBA fans, Knicks fans? Were the Pacers taken lightly? how do you feel about this? Now it's that time. Ant Edwards continues to donate money as he was fined $50,000 for his post-game profanity. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Folks, I'm on most social media platforms at Sam I Analyze. Please like, share, subscribe, and you see that notification bell to the right. Please click on that. That will let you know the next time I drop another video. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, a tout à l'heure.